Happy
Right.
days.
Go for it.
Yeah.
We both play for FGR under 16s. I'm Adam,
I'm Isaac.
and we're doing work experience with Scott. Did the performance at Everton reflect what you've been working on in training sessions?
I'll throw that back at you too, because you were there Monday, so you're on the spot. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought it went well. I mean, you played it out from the back well. I mean, you played good football on the floor, and you had good passages of play.
Yeah, well, there you go. We had a couple of hours, didn't we, Monday, to have a look at ways of playing. We played Everton last year. They like to play kind of like a fast tempo game, getting at us, use the width really well. So we changed our formation ever so slightly just to counter that a little bit, and it worked, I thought.
How have the new boys settled into the new environment?
The first years, you mean? Yeah, last year's under 16 group done really well. I'm delighted with the shape they come back in. That's always that gives them a head start. Really, you come back in good shape pre-season and you're ready to go. If you come back, haven't done a lot in the summer, then it can be quite a hard place to start because of the intensity of our training. But boys have done really well in games. They've adapted to a slightly different way of playing, and now I'm looking forward to the rest of the season.
How many scholars do you aim to make it into the first team?
How many?
Yeah.
24. No, I think you get one or two through into the development squad a year, and I think you're doing well. So the pleasing thing is now the boys that don't make it here, because obviously you can only have a certain squad size really. It depends what's in front of them. You've got a player like Dale Bennett or Rob Sinclair in your position. It's going to be difficult to get through, but that's not to say it can't happen. And the boys that aren't getting through with us are going off to good Southern League clubs or Conference South clubs, as it's been this year, with enough of an education to go to university. So we're providing a pathway in both ways there. But obviously, we want as many of our own homegrown players as we can.
Mark Cooper's big on his youth. Do you feel more of your academy will get the chance to?
I think so. I think every day is an opportunity because we're playing and training at the same place as you saw the other day. We're literally half a pitch away from each other, so every day is an opportunity. So come the end of the year, there can't be anyone that said they haven't had a chance because Mark's there every single day, and so is Scott Lindsay. So between the three of us, we're talking day in, day out about all areas of the club, whether that be in the 9s, 10s, 11s, or yourselves in the 16s. But obviously our primary concern is the 18s development squad pushing to get into the first team.
With all of the youth playing with three at the back, do you think this will increase the chances of the younger players progressing through the ranks to get to the first team, having known the system?
I think so. I think what it does, it shows that the first team model has been replicated down the system. I think if we teach everyone that way of playing, it's easy to revert back to a more standard, recognised 4-4-2 if we need, or 4 at the back if we need. So there'll be a number of systems used throughout the season. But obviously the first team at the moment are working on a 3, so it's only right that we all do that down the system right the way down to, well, only the 11-side teams can do it because obviously the under 8s are 5v5, so if they play 3 at the back, they're going to leave someone isolated.
Yeah.
How will the under-21s team work in the forthcoming seasons?
How will it work? Okay, so this season we've got a number of first-year pros, young lads who we believe we can develop into first-team players. Now to do that, we've got to do a number of things. We've got to coach them properly, coach them on their own, coach them with first-team lads as well. We've got to work a lot on specifics, individual stuff. So we'll be doing that in extra sessions in the afternoons. But that's no good if you don't have games. So it's my job to get as many good games as we can, similar to the Everton game the other day. Test them in loads of different ways, and then hopefully when their opportunity arises, they go into the first team and do well.
Is the new style of football working?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think players want to play this way. Whatever system formation you use, players want to play for a manager who wants to get the ball down and pass it. I think everyone can revert back to the other way of playing if we need. But yeah, I think we've seen with the first team and obviously with the academy, you see pros and cons of both systems through pre-season, and then it's when the seasons start that it's like if you take the Everton game for example the other day, we were a little bit rusty at the back conceded from a cross, or quite one that John Moran got underneath. I think in another week's time, a week's of training, he doesn't concede that. Same as the first team the other day, they conceded from a set play. That doesn't happen when the season starts, because they've had a bit of chance to work on that. So when you take those sort of small elements out, which will be gone in by the time the season starts, then yeah, I can see it working really effectively.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, boys.